Hi, good morning, guys. So it's good to see you. After, I think, a huge break, we are meeting up once again, but this time through live. Very good morning to everyone, teachers, friends, colleagues, and of course, my dearest students. Okay, so good to see you here again, once again. Thank you. I'm on live. Okay, why am I here today? Very simple. It's to discuss on our new syllabus of MUET Speaking 800/2, which means Speaking Paper 2. Okay, what is MUET at the first place? Maybe some of you may have not figured it out. What is MUET? Okay, let me explain to you. MUET is Malaysian University English Test. English? Ah, I can hear your voice. English, and speaking. What to do? We have to go through it. And for those pre-university students, you have to register for MUET. You have to enroll into your MUET, and then you have to take the exam. And then, of course, you need to get certain CEFR band, and then you'll be eligible to enter the university, for your further studies and so on. Without MUET, I don't think you could be, able to apply for the university. So grab the opportunity, new syllabus, and here am I to discuss on MUET Speaking. Well, I'm not sure whether it's brief or not brief, but I just can share whatever that I know. Okay, so stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, first of all, when I say speaking, I can hear voices at the back there. What, speaking? So we are so nervous, speaking every time, speaking right from when we were born till today. We are still speaking, sir, but at the same time, we are still not good. We are not proficient. We are not confident, and so on. Okay, fine. Regarding that, maybe we can discuss. Maybe if you can, for example, maybe you can communicate with me. You can contact me, or you can contact your respective lecturers or teachers. Okay, first of all, let me tell you, MUET Speaking, this time, new syllabus. It's very, what can we say, complicated? I'm not sure. Easy? I'm not sure. It depends on you, your language, your knowledge, your confidence skills, and so on. So first and foremost, what is MUET Speaking? It's to test your speaking ability in presenting ideas individually and also in group. So individually, you'll be presenting as normal individual presentation, whereby you have to present your ideas based on the topic given. Okay, at the same time, when it goes to group discussion, task B, the second one, what you have to do, you'll be four in a group, and then you'll be discussing in your group. It means like it's a discussion. You have to argue. The language functions would be, I'm sorry, I have to disagree. The disagreement, making suggestion, clarification, and so on. These are what will be, taking place in your MUET group discussion. It sounds easy. Actually, no, it's not. Unless if you put your effort. As for me, the effort is the most important one. And besides that, what topic would be asked? So can I get tips? What tips? Hello, this is not the previous exams whereby you used to sit for the exams and you go to your teachers and ask for the tips. Okay, I'll give you the tips and then you study for that. Sorry, no tips, brothers and sisters. Let me tell you, there will be no tips. You have to prepare by yourself. At the same time, try to focus on the issues from your personal experiences. Issues, for example, such as like technology, maybe social media. You're good in WhatsApp, YouTube. Some of you are YouTubers. So maybe they'll ask you something on that. And maybe about Facebook and many more. Technology, science and technology, education, health, COVID-19, coronavirus. I thought we would be, escaping that. But unfortunately, we are still going through that hassle here, COVID-19. Who to thank? I don't know. Okay. Next, culture, food. Are you a food lover? I am not. Partially, yes, I am. Size doesn't matter. And then awareness, financial awareness, health, environment, pollutions, and so on. And of course, something related to you directly, education. Okay, so these are what we are going to go through in our speaking, in our speaking component. And 30 minutes, whereby this would be will be involving both group discussion and also individual presentation. First, the flow would be individual, then group discussion. And we have 4 members in the team. It should not be more than 4, and it can be 3, but not less than 3. So 3 to 4 members, and then individual presentation, which will be 2 minutes of preparation for everyone, and then 2 minutes of presentation. And then discussion, it would be 3 minutes to prepare and 8 to 12 minutes to discuss. So when I enter the exam hall, I feel nervous. To be frank, I'm nervous here as well. Live video, but still, I look confident, right? What to do? Sometimes we have to behave. We have to, what we can say? We have to pretend. We have to act as though we are confident, because the confidence is within you. You have to bring them out. Like emotion. For example, if you're angry, how do you react? If you're sad, how do you react? If you're happy, you'll be screaming, yeah! And this is where, when you're confident, you have to speak in a good way. You will be able to speak in a good way. You'll be able to present your ideas confidently. The key word is confident. So when you have two different situations, two different tasks, task A and task B, what will you do? Task A, of course, you'll be doing individual presentation, as I said earlier. Repeating again, you'll be doing your individual presentation, and you'll be given a scenario, a situation, and then you will be discussing on that. Individually, you'll be presenting your ideas individually. I'm sorry for the word discussing. And then, when we go to group discussion, task B, a slight change. The team would be the same. For example, one of the topic could be, it is important to be knowledgeable. This is task A, okay? Suggest some ways to be knowledgeable. So the knowledgeable is the team. You understand that? The situation would be different in task B. Okay, task B would be, it is important to be knowledgeable. Okay, and task B, it would be, a knowledge-based society is important for the development of a country. In your group, discuss how we can become a knowledge-based society. So the situation would be different. In these two situations, the situation would be different, the scenario would be different, but the team would be the same, whereby it could be on knowledgeable, it could be an education, and then we have to discuss. Okay, the more you give the points, the more points that you give, the more marks you will gain. If you keep silent, you don't talk anything, you enter the hall, good morning, hello, hi, that's all, you don't get your marks. Remember one thing, the more you speak, the more marks you'll get. Of course, it doesn't mean that you go to the hall, you enter the place, you sit, and then you discuss, you talk about your family members, my father is what, my mother is what, and then you get your marks. I'm not telling that. I say speak according to the topic. Content, it's very important. No content, no marks, my dear. You got me? Well, maybe some teachers would disagree with me. Well, learning is a process. I'm still in learning process for MUET, though I've been teaching it for 10 years. This is a new syllabus. So maybe teachers or colleagues, or maybe examiners, the panels of MUET Speaking, I sincerely apologize to you guys if there are some errors or flaws in here. But this is just a sharing. This is just sharing, about sharing input. So I don't think so. There could be a lot of flaws here. We just share whatever that we can. So, contemporary issues. Think, read papers, read newspapers, read online papers, and so on. You have your smartphone with you. Smartphone, iPhone. And then you have Asus with you. You have Samsung with you. You have your Lenovo with you. Check that. You have no data. Buy it. I think till end of this year, government is giving us 1 gig of free. So 1 gig is not enough, sir. I understand that. I can hear that. I can hear. 1 gig would be enough if you just surf the internet for the information, for the knowledge. But if you want to access into YouTube, Facebook, WhatsApp, downloading pictures, movies, and so on, I'm sorry, 1 gig would not be enough. So utilize the 1 gig for the purpose of getting knowledge, getting some language, the input, language input, and so on. And then I'm sure you would do wonders in your MUET speaking. You see, speaking is not difficult actually. It's all in your mind. And we have the difference here, high frequency words and low frequency words. So, what is this? Okay, let me explain to you. What are these? High frequency words is where you use the words very frequency. Like, maybe you can say like people. We use the word very frequently. That's why we said the high. The possibilities of using the words are very high. So when you use these kind of words, what they used to say, what the knowledge that I gain, the marks would be there, but the language marks would not be any much difference. Okay, but when you use the low frequency words, for example, the words which we don't really use it frequently, you tend to be getting more marks. You know, like it can enhance your vocabulary, and you can show them that, wow, I know these words. I can explain in different words instead of using the basic words. But again, if you can't use the low frequency words, it's okay, no problem. I'm not forcing you. Nobody is forcing you. But the thing is, stick to your high frequency words as long as you can present your ideas. Remember that MUET speaking is not an option, it's a must. So it's the second paper which you'll be going through. But by right, it would be the first paper which you'll be going through actually. Okay, but on paper, it's stated there as 800/2. But actually, it will be the first paper that you will be encountering. Okay, so new syllabus, I hope that it will be much better and you'll be able to present. Like compared to like the current semester students, they'll be doing on two sessions, two tasks as well. Task A, task B, individual presentation and group discussion. There's nothing much difference, but only thing, the situation would be the same. But here, your situation for the both tasks would be different, but the theme would be the same. So let's pray. Lord, talking about the one that I said to you, knowledgeable. Are we knowledgeable? We have to. So it doesn't mean that you have to go to school to be knowledgeable. Knowledge can be acquired anywhere. At home, maybe while watching television, by discussing with people, knowledgeable people, by, chatting and so on. So these are what we said, the ideas that you can come out with. So make sure that you present the ideas. Remember, 8 to 12 minutes, the discussion. Okay, 8 to 12 minutes, the duration. If you don't speak, you don't get your marks. You don't discuss, you don't get your marks. Try to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt. I disagree with you. The language functions. That is the key. That would be the key for your discussion, task B. If you don't discuss, you keep yourself passive. You're not an active speaker. I'm sorry to say that you will not be getting good marks. So please, take it into consideration. Try to discuss with your friends now onwards. Maybe it can be a formal or informal discussion with your friend. So is it formal discussion whereby I have to be very formal? No, it's not necessary you have to be formal. It can be less formal, but it should be under the academic context. So make sure that you do not, go out of the topic. And next, when you're giving the example, make sure that you do not use any examples which can hurt people. For example, maybe a very sensitive topics like politics. Yeah, you need politics, but not at this arena. This is education. Remember that. Okay, and then next maybe something on sensitive issues. Maybe you're talking about people. Like pinpointing your friend's personal experience. So that wouldn't be appropriate. You understand me? So make sure that you present in a proper way, you discuss in a proper way by using appropriate examples and ideas. So maybe you can come out with the main idea first, and then supporting, and then finally you can come out with the example. So how many ideas do we need? As far as I'm concerned, maybe 3 for your individual presentation. 3 ideas, 3 explanation, and 3 examples. And please greet the examiners once you enter the hall, and also once before you start the test. Like for example, good morning. When you are starting your task A. Good morning. I would like to, start my individual presentation by stating that blah blah blah. What is that? Is that clear, guys? So I hope that you are very much clear, very much, slightly clear. As I said earlier, it's just a slight briefing. Okay, slightly clear. As long as I'm saying some things with you, but your respective teachers in schools or polytechnics or university, they'll be guiding you for the new session. I'm sure they would do much better things. So should there be any question, you can drop the comments bottom here. If you want to scold me also can. You want to curse me also can. Maybe if you want to praise me also can. You want to compliment me also, I would be most welcome. Yeah, you can come to Polytechnic Sabram Pride to meet me as well. So feel free to catch me. And well, do you have any questions? Oh, this is a live, right? Okay, fine. No problem at all. So thank you so much. Have a good day. All the very best. Love you guys.